This was a vindictive persecution, not a prosecution. Let's not make any mistake about that.
Breaking news, we have just heard from Jussie Smollett's lead attorney applauding the Illinois Supreme Court's ruling overturning the actor's conviction on charges he staged a hate crime hoax in 2019.
We have team coverage on the decision and the reaction. Let's start with Sabrina Franza outside Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Sabrina, break this ruling down for us.
Jim Marie, what's incredibly important to note, and the Illinois Supreme Court was extremely clear. Their decision was not made changing the facts of this case, but rather they said the decision violated Jussie Smollett's constitutional rights to due process, and so they changed their decision. Actor Jussie Smollett was convicted on 5 counts of disorderly conduct and sentenced to 150 days in jail for falsely claiming he was the victim of a hate crime near his Streeterville apartment, alleging 2 masked men shouted homophobic and racial slurs at him while they poured bleach and hung a noose around his neck. Legal analyst Irv Miller.
This was not a decision on the merits of the case, whether or not he's guilty or not guilty, or he did it or he didn't do it. This is strictly a constitutional decision saying that his due process rights were violated by the way the system prosecuted him.
I am not suicidal.
After Smollett's conviction, he spent just 6 days behind bars and was released while his attorneys appealed his case. They went to the Illinois Appellate Court, who reinforced his conviction. Then to the Illinois Supreme Court, who wrote today, quote, judgments reversed.
There should not have been a trial before a jury. There should not have been a sentencing him to probation and time in the Cook County Jail.
The court ruled Smollett should never have been prosecuted after Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx recused herself and her team came to an agreement with Smollett. They dropped the original charges in exchange for him forfeiting his $10,000 bond and completing 16 hours of community service. A judge at the time ruled the case was mishandled and appointed Special Prosecutor Dan Webb to review the case and bring new charges. Now the Illinois Supreme Court says they should never have done that because doing so violated Smollett's due process rights.
And the state's attorney's special prosecutor went back on that agreement. A prosecutor can't go back on an agreement, period.
And in a statement today, Special Prosecutor Dan Webb said in part, quote, today's ruling does not undermine the jury's verdict. Smollett will not have to serve the remainder of his previous sentence. We're live outside the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
Sabrina, thank you for walking us through it.
Our Charlie DeMar has been on this story since the beginning in 2019.
Charlie, you broke a lot of angles on this story, and today you spoke with Smollett's attorneys. What was their reaction?
Well, as you can imagine, they are celebrating the Supreme Court's decision. They've argued all along that Smollett was charged for the same crime twice. Now, they just spoke a short time ago at their law offices here on the near west side, and they say they had the opportunity to speak to Smollett shortly after this ruling was handed down.
Of course, he's relieved. I think the emotion I would describe is one of relief, and he's very happy and, of course, grateful to the Supreme Court for their decision.
And Smollett's attorneys call the prosecution of the actor vindictive. They say he was railroaded, but the truth eventually came out today with the Supreme Court's ruling. Now, Smollett has maintained his innocence, and his attorneys are standing behind him. When asked if Smollett was in fact the victim of a homophobic, racist hate crime back in 2019, his lawyers say there is a mountain of reasonable doubt in this case that points to Smollett's innocence.
I think there's been a lot of waste of taxpayers' money, hasn't there been, right? We've spent who knows how much. I don't even think there was a process where we could see how much the special prosecutor had spent on the case because it's Cook County taxpayers' dimes going into that. And so we don't know. So I think at this point, Jussie wants to move on with his life.
And right now, Smollett's attorneys say it's unclear whether or not Jussie Smollett will pursue any legal action against the city of Chicago or Special Prosecutor Dan Webb. We are live on the near west side. Charlie DeMar, CBS News Chicago. Jim and Marie.
Charlie, thank you.